Hello everyone, I'm glad you can join me today. It is Sunday, and not for me but for you, and I wanted to do a flip through on the little journal that I made. I don't even know what size it is. Because it's hard to tell on screen what the size is, but it's not for sale anyway. It's just a little gift to one of my subscribers, and so hopefully you've all seen that video and you have made a comment, and if you did, you'll be in the drawing. Okay? So, but the size of it is about 5.5 by 6.5 actually. So it's kind of an odd size. I can't remember what made me start it now. It was something to do with paper, pattern paper. Anyway, so I made a little, what do you call this? I forgot what they call it. You know, tassel. And it's not the best, okay? I just tied these onto this ring, and yeah, I couldn't figure out how to tie it up and make it look nice, so that's what I did. And then I have some crocheted lace here. And then this paper had a hole in it, so I went and put this on there to protect that. I can't tell you that this is going to last forever, but I hope it'll last for some time. I sewed this on by hand to, let me see, to another piece of lace that's inside here. And then this part here was stitched with my slow stitching, and I am not very good at it, but I just hope you guys enjoy it. I had a good time putting it together. And I covered the inside back of it here, which is the closure. So you don't need to tie anything. It should just stay closed like that. Then this is the front cover that I wanted all this to show in here. I don't know if you can see it or not, but the tissue paper or the napkin I used is showing up, but not, you know, really strong. And then I had this flower, and there was this leaf coming up on this piece of lace, and I thought, oh, that's great. I'm going to just put a flower there. So then we open it here, and you see this is all layers of pattern paper that I used, tissue, and it was vintage. Kathy at Nonstop Mom even looked up the pattern, and it was like 1941. So yeah, it was a pretty old pattern. I don't have it sitting in front of me, but I'm going to send along with the pattern front that goes to this pattern paper. Okay, so then inside here I had a doily that I had folded up and made pocket, and I put this little journal card in there. Now this is a little tough to get in and out. I stenciled on it too, because, you know, the, what do you call it, paper doesn't, the doily paper has got these little holes in it. And then this is just a little collage one I did. I tried to use up things I had. I had these things. Then here's just a piece of writing page, and I put some lace up there. And that one I just covered with a little bit of white paint because it just looked too bright. Little doily there. Another little page with a little cluster on that edge. And here I stenciled this page. And then here I had a pocket, and I just kind of filled it up with other little random cards that I thought would go with this piece. And I covered the backs of these with the tissue paper so you can still write on it. Yeah, it was, this was a piece of fabric that I had, and I used it as a pocket. This is your writing board. It says it here. It's kind of hard to, it's a sticker thingy that I have made, and it says writing board. And so both sides of this, and it's all filled with, not cardstock, packaging, cereal box type things to give it a firmness so that when you write, if you're writing on this page, you have something, you know, to make it more stable. And then, let me put this over here. This is a stray piece of paper. This is a vintage paper that was from China. It was made in China. However, it was from the 40s. So during the wartime, I'm sure that's when this was. It was a little little booklet that I had. I don't even know if I have any more pages, but I did find one. And I just love that. This is that little pocket I made a few days ago. I glue it in, practically. So it's just got a little postcard in there. And then this flips up, and you have journal space here to write. And then inside of here, I couldn't find a journal card that would actually fit, so I decided just to take a piece of paper and fold it in a triangle, and it fits right down inside that pocket. And then inside here is also another journaling spot. And this kind of just holds that down a little bit better. Now this part here is the part I showed you that I made with the vellum cover. And so I just put some of the part of the journal inside this just for fun. It doesn't mean anything. It's just for fun. Okay. So inside of here, I have this journal card that I made because I love those tulips. So and then I used some pattern on the back of that one too. This was not from the 40s. This was a different pattern. It's still from the 70s or something because I used it for when I made my daughter dresses. And a little cameo pen. And this is just a little die cut that I got, and I just put that in there, and you can journal on the back of it, or you can use it if you want. This was a little card that I made a long time ago when I was first starting to journal, and I had this tea bag and it was red, and I'm like, I want to make that. I had this little tea pot digital, and then I just put this little card in there. Again, I put the the pattern paper on there. Here's another place to journal. Now here is a pocket, but I didn't put these in the pocket because I wanted you to be able to find them or see them. And they are vintage buttons. These are from my collection, which I don't have a whole lot anymore, but they're all like handmade. Look at, it's got, I mean, they are so rustically made. I don't know, they must have been like the low end of a button. You'll see when you get them. Oh, they're so cool though. And this is the actual card, and so I'm giving those away in this. And then I put a button in a little rose there. And this button is also one that I tinted with alcohol ink to make it look vintage. Okay, and then in here is just a little envelope, and I put this little note page in there to write on. And then this is the signature, the center of it. And then this is a vintage postcard, and it actually has the writing on it, and it's February 13th, 1911. So, yeah, I didn't really read it. It's, you know, they're hard to read because their writing is so different than ours. Yeah, I don't know, something about a birthday check. Oh, and I sent a birthday check. So these postcards got to people like in a day. I don't know how they did that, but they did a lot of postcard writing back in the day. Whoops, upside down. And I picked this one because I think it looked nice with all the other colors that are in here. And this is a thank you to you guys for supporting me. And more journaling space, journaling space. Here's a little pocket that I made. Oops. Oh well. guess I glued it in. This is one that I made where I took picture frames and I put vellum in them. And I did that a long time ago. And then I just added this flower to the outside of that. And then this little journal card, which got stuck. Because I'm so impatient. Here's another little journal card in here. And I sewed around that. And I don't think I put paper. I think it was already had a background. Oh, this one I forgot to put something in it, but I have a little pocket here. What do I have that I could stick in that? Oh, probably nothing fun in my little. I don't have anything super fun. Maybe I'll find something that will go in here. Anyway, that's what because I didn't have enough paper to cover the whole thing. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to just put a pocket there and you can still journal on the whole thing. If that gives you an idea. Anyway. All right, and then this closes back up. Like that. I've done this before where I've had a whole signature tied together like this in a journal. It was just fun. On this side here is a card that I made. It was Ann Brooks, and she had a challenge to make 52 cards. This was like back in 2000. Oh yeah, it was 2021, the beginning of 2021. And this was week 3. I just left this on here because I was going to keep them all and put them in a book or something, and I just could not keep up with it at the time. So this was from that. This reminds me so much of my parents. They had an old car. It was in the 50s, and I remember them all standing together in front of that car. And my dad had his foot up on the sideboard. I don't even know what year that car is, but and so this is just one of my little windows that I make with the like this with you know, the junk mail. Gosh, I can't even talk. I guess I just started this morning. So yeah, so this is kind of bent over, but so anyway, I decided, oh, and this has got a little notebook in it too. So I decided to just make it like a flip there. Okay. And I guess the challenge was circles or something on this one. So that's why we have all these little circles. Another one of those pages, that's from the other side. And then this is just a little pocket here. And I just made, this was a journal card that I made a long time, or a tag, and I was taking my scrap paper from the kit I was using. Actually, this was a monthly kit for the planner that I did, and any leftovers I just glued them on to this card, you know, the kind you buy at the store, the stationery store, just the manila looking ones. So I just layered the front with anything that had color, and then I layered the back with anything I had neutral, and then I just put this flower on it. So that was another one that I had been holding on to, and that is obviously just a little cutout. Put a little collage here on the cluster on the edge of this page, and the other doily, and this is the other side. And this also, I had a little tear there. So I just put this, I stapled on that little cluster to hide that tear. And then this is the back page, and you can see, let me pull these out, and you can see the tissue paper in here. Now, you can't see it as much because I put stuff in it everywhere. These are just little journal cards that I've had, and I just thought they went well with this. And this is also one that I had, a little pocket. And so then that's it. So I'm going to put this back in here. Now, this may be in your way when you're journaling. Just fold it into here and then close it up like that when you're you know, or when you're journaling. At least you can put it out of the way instead of leaving it like that. All right. So I hope you guys enjoy this make. I didn't do very much of it on camera. This was kind of when I took that little break and kind of just did my own thing, and that's what I did on this. No specific kits or anything. I just actually wanted to use this. So because I had finished it up, and it's just a small little piece, and I said I want to use it. So this is what I came up with. All right, guys, so I will oh, I've got to draw a name, which I will have to come back and do because I don't have my list. So let me stop here, and then I will add on to this video when I get the list. Okay, thank you. Bye. Okay, I'm back. It's been the next day, but I'm back. I didn't realize I really didn't leave everybody enough time to comment. So I got way ahead of myself. So I waited up and a couple days, and now I'm back, and I have a list. And so I will ask my phone to pick a number. I only have 19 to pick from. And so I'll start with 1 through 19. Pick a number between 0 and 19. Number 1, and that is Nonstop Mom, Kathy. All right, Kathy. You know, I always go from 1 to whatever the number is, 19, and I'm thinking, well, maybe 1 never comes up because of that, you know? So that's why I did 0 through 19, and here you are. Okay, so I will get this in the mail to you. You know, I know your address, so that's not a problem. And I hope you enjoy this little piece of work that I did, and it inspires you to create yourself. Okay, before I leave, I do want to remind you that I do have this journal that's in the in my Big Cartel webpage, and it's still available. I don't know if there's, you know, not a much interest in the color range of this, but if you missed it, there's a flip through. I'll try to find the link and add that in, which I know I say that and I probably never will, but I'm not going to do a flip through now. So anyway, it is a journal and a folio all in one. All right, guys. So thanks for joining me, and I had a great time making this journal, and I hope I can do this again. I just want to take things I have and kind of make something, make a journal out of them, and not have to, you know, worry about it looking like this or looking like that. Each page has its own theme. And again, if you do this, the theme became kind of pink. I don't know. But it wasn't intended to be that color. It was intended to be more rusty looking. So you never know. Well, I take that back because I did have this pink on the front. So I guess that was my inspiration. Alrighty. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.